back. We are about to get started with the challenge course for the elite females, young adult males, and teen males. I'm just gonna get everything pulled up here. Lord. We're good. I'm just gonna get some of the stats pulled up here, and then we'll get started. Alright, looks like we have Nora up first. I'm just gonna refresh some of this stuff. Looks like we're just gonna pull up the info really quickly. Nora's getting ready though, bouncing around, moving her arms. Love to see how she's kind of hyped here. She had an amazing speed run. Just barely missed that one dismount there. Alright, Nora getting ready here. Let me just refresh this here. Nora moving speedy here. Gets the dismount. Wow, she is speedy. Knows to move quickly if she wants enough time to get to those back half obstacles. Good push off. Moving right onto the Ewok Forest. Let me just get the obstacles refreshed here. Nora's moving through. Good work. Competitors no longer have that second wedge. They're just going to have to jump straight to it. Good balance here. Moving quickly. Trampoline is also gone, so going to have to go straight from this board. Moving it a little bit. Big jump. Nicely done. Wow, turning around to get a bigger swing. Oh, just reaching out. Competitors will have to do the split dismount like the young adult females. Oh, good catch. Tying her shoe mid-stance. Love to see it. Chalking up before the flying bar. It is a flying bar now. No more laches. Although they do still go to that trapeze at the end, but that flying bar is difficult. But she's making it look effortless. My goodness. 3 minutes left with 3 obstacles. This is probably the fastest pace we've seen in this entire competition. This obstacle is pretty much the same as the last division. No big changes. Nora has it perfectly lined up here. Pulls back. Super efficient. Now, once again, competitors are not allowed hands on that cat grab. So you must tack off to it or just do a big lache to the rein like we saw a couple competitors do last time. Let's see which one she's going to go for. Looks like she's going for the big lache. My goodness, she looked like she just flew. Has 2 whole minutes left for this last obstacle. There are a couple changes. That first gray bar is no longer there, so competitors must do a humongous dismount off of that TikTok straight to the salmon ladder bar. She's building up her swing here. Let's see how she could do this. Eyes it up and kind of looks a little hesitantly at it, but yeah, she's looking a little scared. Needs to go for it. Oh, looks like she had the length, but just hesitated a little bit, which I don't blame her. Such a scary obstacle. She's chalking up. Now she kind of has a feel for how far it is, so hopefully she can really commit to it. Has a whole minute and a half here. Getting some advice from her coach here. What else do you want me to say? Once again, generating swing. She's getting up there. I would like to see a little bit more swing. Let's see if she's going to pop off this. Has a little bit of a concerned look at her face, but she goes for it. Oh my goodness! She grabs onto it. That look on her face. Oh my goodness. Never seen that before. Now just needs to turn this over and get this same dismount into these moving cradles, which is extremely difficult. We've seen a lot of competitors need to retry just on this move. And she has it! My goodness! Nora beating the elite course is absolutely insane. Let's see her just get to the buzzer, and she hits it! Amazing work from Nora. One of her strongest runs here. Love the commitment on that last obstacle. She looked like she flew through the air. Pretty much flawless run. Beating one of Jaden's near impossible courses. Just shows you how much of an incredible athlete Nora is. Alright, now we're getting started with the young adult males. We're probably going to have Rory. Let me just make sure to refresh these. There we go. Alright, we have Owen skipping just straight out to that bar there. Gets a big jump. Does a nice little spin. He's got those airbuds in. He is locked in. Competitors are no longer allowed the truss or the bar there, so go straight to the ring, making quick work of these first few obstacles. Gets a nice push off of the trampoline. Getting the pull back like we've seen in the previous divisions. Basically just monkey barring through here. Doesn't even need the straps. Now on to spring swing. Nice. Gets on the edge there. No longer allowed that second wedge, but making it look like it doesn't even matter. Getting a nice big jump into here. Gets a little bit off center, but he makes it work. Going to the rings here. Just needs probably one more backswing here. He already has so much swing. Wow, and he is moving already almost to the last three obstacles here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds. This was the same as the previous division, so shouldn't be too much of an issue for these competitors, but it is quite an awkward obstacle. Unhooking it whilst on the platform, smart move, locks it in pretty much parallel to where he needs to be. Oh, and just misses his hands on that last ring. Think he may have just had his fingers a little too low and it popped that ring right out of its shelf there. They're going to need a minute to reset this, so Owen taking advantage of this rest time that he has. But he's going straight into it. Gonna just reach out and unhook this one once again. Another good pullback. Oh, and basically has just barely a little bit of fingers on there. Good adjustment there. Let's see what he's gonna do here. Look at, like, he's going for the big skip. Easy. And has 2.5 minutes here to get this last obstacle. And he's generating a lot of swing on this TikTok. Just needs to pop up. Yeah, it looks like competitors are a little bit phased. It is a humongous jump. Makes it look easy, though. Just needs to lock in these couple last laches and flying bar moves. This one is definitely harder than the flying move before because of the moving cradles, but he is looking effortless on these cradles. And basically has 2 minutes left. Has a blazing fast time. It only needed 2.5 minutes. My goodness. That is going to be an incredibly hard time to beat, and we're only the first competitor into this division. Momentum is proving to be an absolute force. Already 2 course clears. Alright, let's just take a look at the run order once again. Looks like we have Brighton out here, and then we will have Ian, Silas. I cannot read what's under that. What's people in the chat saying? Terry, troll. That's a troll. Mm. Looks like Brighton's getting a little bit iced out here, but he's looking ready. He's on that starting platform there. Just tying the shoe real quickly before we get started. Nice jump out to the second. Nice cat grab out. Gonna need to slide down the dark slide here. Good press up. Competitors only feet on those tops of them and only on the ring. Oh, good save here. Gets a little turned around, but doesn't look like it phases him at all. Gets the throw out. Gonna need a lot of speed going into this obstacle. Yeah, staying away from the wall is gonna be your best bet here. He's looking pretty good. Just needs the dismount here. Looking smooth and steady so far. Now approaching the Ewok Forest, which is the same obstacle as the previous division, so shouldn't be too much of a challenge. Using that pullback technique, excuse me. Competitors are allowed to use the straps here if they would like, but he's opting for the harder version, doesn't even need the straps. Gonna need a lineup for this ring swing here, which is proven to be really tricky for previous divisions, but he's making it look really good. Gonna need to jump straight to this board, though. Good save there. Basically falls into the platform, but makes it look smooth somehow. Now, as he's approaching the back half, gonna need a really big acceleration into this skateboard. Oh, almost got too much. That was a really good push into it, but going to need a time when he needs to jump off of it, though. Just got a little bit of a mix-up there on the timing. Good push off, just needs to jump. Oh! And just falls off barely. But he's going to keep going. Love the amount of speed he got into that, though. Just need to time it correctly. Just reaches out. Competitors are mostly pretty tall in this lane, so not this obstacle or this part isn't posing to be a huge issue, at least the Lachey. Gonna need a little bit more swing here to get all the way up. Yeah, there we go. Better swing here. Needs to just step out. Oh, there we go. And gets it. Great balance there. Now just needs to drop into this flying bar here. He's taking his time to eye it up here. There we go. Gets onto it. Let's see if he can conquer this. Oh, good throw. Gets it on there, but just couldn't hold on. Now he's approaching the attack of the clones. Locks in this first one from the starting platform. Gets that nice aggressive pullback. Gonna need to get one more swing to lock this in. Has a perfect lineup here. He's going to like a Starbucks or something. He's just gonna do it in his car. Okay. Brighton now approaching the second to last obstacle here. We'll have to see if he goes for the big skip or goes for the intended beta here. Looks like he might be going for the big skip here. Has 10 seconds, gonna go for it. Oh, just gets a little caught up, but he's gonna hop on the TikTok with what time he has left, which is like only 1 second, but looks like he's gonna hop up. Good work from Brighton. Just got a little too much momentum on that skateboard there. Let's just take a look at our run order, a little bit refresher on that. Alright, next up we have Ian, then we have Silas, then Ben, Makeo, Remy, Isaiah, and Rory. Alright, Ian, Skyhook native, starting it off his run here. Gets the nice cat grab here. Gonna go to that first slot on the wall to really line up this swing here. Oh, good save. Stays on the platform. Striding through here. Good balance. Goes for the ring. Oh, gets turned around. Good save. Jumping straight into the bar. Gets that just with his toes. Good work. Gonna need a lot of speed going into the zip line. Getting some strong pushes off of the black. Makes it the trampoline. Oh, pushes off, but just misses the green block. He'll do the retry. Hopefully can spot that block a little bit better next round. We have Jaden, the course designer, making a feature on here. Resetting the obstacle. Alright, Ian, gonna give this one another shot. Taking some extra swings to really lock this in. Now I'd like to see a little bit more speed into this. Getting good pushes. Needs some more speed. Being efficient with the pushes, though. Locks it in this time around. Good work. Talking up before the Ewok Forest. Good monkey barring through here. Straps are in, I believe, for this division. There we go. Utilizing those straps. Good work. Alright, he's lining up his swing here. Gonna go directly to it. Oh, takes a hard hit. But he's gonna have another retry here. He might want to go a little bit more out this time around. Good adjustment there. It looks a lot better. Now he's going to have to jump directly onto this. Oh, just falls back slightly, and that's going to be a second retry on this obstacle, so that will be it for Ian's scored run, but he has still about 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to try the rest of this course. Runs in the skateboard is just a tiny bit short, although the skateboard is quite easy to move just by scooting it, so gets a good jump up there. Getting some good swings here to make it up to the rings. Nice catch. Now just needs to lock in this difficult upward dismount. It just misses. Flies right through him. Looks like he's gonna climb back up though to try the laches. Alright, excuse me, the flying bar. Oh my bad, he's going straight to the attack of the clones. Let's see which technique he uses here. Oh, just barely misses the lock-in for that. There we go, gets it that time around. Gonna need a big forceful wiggle. There we go. Getting some good one-arm swings here, but yeah, there we go. Finds the starting platform. Gonna be a good idea to push off of that. Just needs to twist it a little bit more horizontal to lock that in. Really pushing through this one. Love to see it. Now, there he has a really good lineup. Oh, looks like he's opting for kind of just the static swing here. Gonna try and reach out. Oh, just misses. Has about 15 seconds to try this last obstacle here. Oh, the timer's counting down. Big jump out. They have considerably moved that trampoline back from the last division. Goes for the big skip, but time's out. Great work from Ian. Just unfortunately had a couple missteps on the slider you must go obstacle. Alright, up next we have Silas, another Momentum Ninja. Making quick work of the lightsaber ledges. There's a nice high jump to the cat grab. Oh, gets a little bit turned around here, but oh, I'm not unsure exactly what happened. I think he got a little bit too much momentum here. He's going to need to retry the dark slide. It appears he might have just completely missed the pit pillow. Oh, and he started a little bit too early. They haven't started the reset timer yet. Alright, Silas hopping up again. Needs to line this up. There we go. Might have been a little bit confusion of where the dismount platform was, but he's running through here so far. Kind of falls into the rain, but makes it work. Moving with some urgency here now that he had to take that retry there. I like to see it. Compensating for that little mishap there, but he's looking super strong, so he's not letting that phase him. Getting a good pullback from that trapeze and just monkey barring all the way through here, basically. Doesn't even need those straps, just walks on through them. Now got to line up for this ring swing, which we've seen be a little bit harder for some, but he's making it look super easy. Gets a nice big jump onto the skateboard and flies through. He's got 3 minutes and 10 seconds roughly in this back half. Plenty of time here. And has one retry in his back pocket. Gets a good jump off of the skateboard, looking efficient. Nice setup for this dismount here. And locks it in. Now onto the flying bar. And Momentum Ninja should be pretty consistent with the flying bar since it's been in a lot of competitions here, but let's see how he takes it on. Just needs to make it to the trapeze now. Nicely done. Let's take the dismount here. He has 2.5 minutes left for the last 3 obstacles, which is plenty of time, and a retry in his back pocket. So he has set himself up pretty well and has definitely pushed through that little mishap at the beginning. Silas is a taller competitor, so he can kind of just step back and wiggle that one out while on the starting platform. Has a nice angle here. Big throw and a one-arm catch. My goodness. Nice work making that one go by quickly. Now let's see if he's going for the big swing here or... Oh, yeah, he is definitely set up for the big swing. Nice done. You can see his shirt moving so fast with how much speed he's got. And he has a minute 40 to finish this last obstacle, which is plenty of time. Although we have seen a lot of competitors phased by this big TikTok jump, so let's see how Silas takes this on. Eyeing up the jump here. Has the swing, just needs the jump. Looks like he's gonna probably go for it on his next attempt. Oh, and just fingertip slides off. He still has a minute to go. A minute and 10 to be exact. He has plenty of time. I think he's now aware of how far that bar actually is, so hopefully he can lock it in this time. Knows the distance, knows what he needs to do, and he's got plenty of time to do it. Jumps up, grabs it. Now just needs to lock in this last few laches here. Now up to this crux point. Athletes in this wave haven't seemed to have an issue with it. Oh! As he tried to turn the Pac-Man, it looks like he might have popped it a little bit too out of place, but great work by Silas. Love the commitment on that TikTok. Such a scary obstacle. Let's take a look at our leaderboard while we have the chance. That's going to put him in second place, just behind Owen, who finished. And then that leaves Brighton behind him and Ian following. But we still have a lot more competitors, so we will take a look here. My hand's so slippery. Alright, up next we have Benjamin Williams. He's getting started in the Lightsaber Legends, another Skyhook competitor. Quickly through the Lightsaber Legends here, I'll see how he takes on the Dark Slide. Striding through here, and his legs just barely graze the ground, but makes it work. Good throw. Needs a lot of speed into this. Oh, gets a little bit turned around. Oh, takes the reset. Might be smart just to save time here, honestly, not struggling on that obstacle. I think he now has a feel for the zipline, though, so definitely needs to lock it in on this attempt. Gets the jump. Now onto the zipline. Going at a slower approach. I think maybe when you go faster, you get through it faster, but... Oh, looks like he's gonna take the fail there. Looks like he used his feet to get himself to that block there, and there are no feet allowed on that wall past that first black square. But he's gonna keep on going through the Ewok forest here. Still has 3 minutes roughly left. Monkey barring through here, using those straps to his advantage. Now he's taking on this ring swing here, needs the perfect angle. Oh, hits it a little bit too far to the side here. He's gonna give that one a retry though. Really wants to get this one. Just drops off a little bit. Looks like he was holding on to the top of the ring. I'm not sure if that might be a little bit more efficient, but... Oh, and the slider seems to have popped up, but... Good try out of that. Now onto the skateboard. Needs a good run in. Oh, just falls a little bit too forward on there. On this skateboard, you might want to have your weight back a little bit more than you would on any other skateboard that was in here. Now let's see if we can lock in this really tricky dismount. Nicely done there. Now onto this flying bar. Looking at his hands, hopefully he doesn't have a rip here. Definitely gonna need that grip for the flying bar. Oh, looks like he's just gonna skip it and head to the Attack of the Clones. Smart, because this one is such a fun obstacle. Competitors definitely want to give this one a shot for sure. Benjamin is a taller competitor, so he can just unhook that first one straight from the platform. Has a good lineup here, looks promising. Needs the throw, just misses. Benjamin looking a little gassed here, but who wouldn't be? Such a tough course up to this point already. Let's see what beta he goes for on here. Looks like he's lining up for the tack. First competitor we've seen go for it. Just gets a little too low on that. Has about 35 seconds left to try this rolling TikTok obstacle. Generating his swing here. Gonna need a lot more to get to that Saber ladder bar here. He's basically parallel with the ground now. Goes for it. Oh, but just gets a little bit off. Great work from Benjamin, though. That was the last obstacle, and he's about to time out. Just got a little bit caught up on the zip line, but great work. Let's just get a little refresher on the run order. Looks like we have Makeo up next, followed by Remy, Isaiah, and Rory. Makeo coming from Momentum, and Momentum has put up some insane runs today, so let's see if Makeo can match those. It's a little turned around, but doesn't phase him. Moving with some speed here, just like the speed course, my goodness. Just on the edge of that, really good thread through there. Getting some good pushes off of these black boxes. Doesn't even need the trampoline, goes straight from that last black box. Oh, good jump. Doesn't need the pullback, just really trusts his jumping instincts here. He's moving with some absolute urgency, but needs to kind of slow it down to line this up here. Good work. Doesn't even need his hands on it. Oh, looks like it fell down, so he's got to do a huge jump. My goodness, makes it work. Making up for it in the moment. Oh, gets a little tripped up, but doesn't phase him. He's going fast, but being mostly efficient. Oh! My goodness! Makeo is doing save after save. The crowd is going absolutely wild. Locks this in. He has 3 minutes and 15 seconds for the last 3 obstacles, and still 2 retries behind his belt. Makeo is really gunning for that top time. Not just wants to clear this course, but wants to win. Having a little trouble wiggling this out, though. He's going to get back to the start platform to yank it out. Has a good lineup here. Just needs to pull back. Line it up. Nicely done. Makes it look easy. Now let's see which method he goes for here. Will he go for the tack, or will he just go for the skip? Looks like he's lining up for the big skip. Let's see it. And just flies right to it, no problem. He's got 2.5 minutes left for this last obstacle, and still 2 retries. Looks like he's going straight into it, though. Definitely wants to catch Owen's time that he put up. Already almost parallel to the ground. Big jump. Gets it. Not even phased by it. Now, this one has been difficult for a couple of competitors here. Needs to turn it gently. Gets that. Now these floating cradles. Gets it! This is going to be incredibly close between him and Owen. And he hits the buzzer in 2 minutes and 38 seconds. My goodness, another blazing time by the Momentum Ninjas. We have to check the leaderboard after that. And that puts Mikhail behind Owen just by 9 seconds. Both amazing runs. Both should be super proud of that. Absolutely blazing times. But I believe Owen's time is going to be near impossible to catch considering how fast Mikhail was moving, even despite those couple of little mishaps. Alright, up next it looks like we have another Skyhook competitor. Just gonna take a little pause here to make sure one of these obstacles is nice and fixed here. Alright, Remy, getting started here. Remy's making quick work of these first couple obstacles. Opting for the match step here, really wants to lock this one in. Goes for the ring. Good adjustment there. We just saw one other Skyhook competitor go out on this obstacle, so let's see if Remy can use this. Looks like they're going to call him on that foot dab there. Might need a little less speed, actually. You got to find the right medium between speedy but not, you know, blazing through this, because otherwise you're going to just go over that trampoline. But he's heading straight back into it. Having a nice pace here. Good adjustment there, making it past. That would look super efficient on that attempt. Now, hopping onto Ewok Forest, gets the nice pullback. There we go, just quickly matches. Monkey barring through here. Straps are in, so he's utilizing those. Now onto this rain swing, gonna have to find a good angle here. Gets the good angle. Now just needs to hop up onto this. Nicely done. Gets nice and low on that board. Gonna have a lot more control that way. Hopping up onto the back half course. Gonna need some speed into the skateboard. Now needs just a big jump. Nicely done. Needs a couple swings to get to these reins here. Good catch. Now needs a lot of swing to get up to these boards here. Big throw here. Gonna take one more swing. Gonna go for it. Oh, and just misses. Gonna need to take the retry here. He has a little bit of rest time as we reset this obstacle. Alright, Remy hopping up again. Gets a good push. Gonna skate it forward a little bit so the jump doesn't need to be as stressful. Has a minute and 50 left, so he has plenty of time. Catches it with a little bit of a lock off. Needs to regenerate his swing here, though. Going for this here. Gets it. Good adjustment there. Going for one side. We have yet to see a competitor do that. I was hoping to see someone go for that beta at some point. Hopping on here. He has to run this like a flow course, though he no longer has any retries. Goes for the flying bar, but that's going to be it for his scored run. He still has a minute left, though, to try out these last couple of obstacles. Let's see how he takes on the attack of the clones. Gets a good lineup here. Needs a big pullback. Goes for it. I think he just missed that there. Let's see what technique he uses on this obstacle here. Looks like he's just a little bit gassed. Still has about 10 seconds left to try this TikTok. Probably just going to get a couple of good swings on it, feel it out. You know, it's your run at this point, so you kind of can just do whatever. Alright, well that is time for Remy. Good work on that obstacle. And good fight through that C3P no. Let's just take a look at the leaderboard. That's going to put Remy in 4th place. And up next we have Isaiah. He's going to be making his way here quickly through the lightsaber ledges. Has a good jump out to the dark slide. Striding through the droid dash. Really efficient grab, not falling into it like we've seen some other competitors do. Get some good swings to get onto the Luke Wallwalker. Nice efficient push, had a good pace there. Now he's approaching the Ewok Forest. Just needed one little swing back to make sure he gets there, but looking good so far. Alright, now guy has to line up from this ring. See a couple other Northwest Ninja members go out on here, but Isaiah's looking pretty lined up here. Good work. Now needs a big jump out onto the skateboard. Leaned back a little too much. His foot slipped off there. On the decline, we really need to lean forward more than ever. Lining up for the swing again. He's done it before, so I'm sure he knows which direction he needs to go. Perfect. Now just needs to lean a little bit more forward than he did before. Oh, and just leans once again a little too far back, but he's still got 2 minutes and 45 seconds to complete the rest of this course. Just skating the skateboard a little bit more forward so this jump is nice and close. Makes it nicely onto these rings. Gonna need to lock in this dismount though. Get nice and high. He has the swing. Nicely done. Looks pretty effortless there. Alright, now he's approaching this flying bar obstacle. Needs this big throw here. Oh, almost overshoots it. Still has a minute 40 left to try these last 3 obstacles. The attack of the clones has been proving to be quite difficult for these past couple of competitors, so let's see if Isaiah can break the streak. He's tall enough to just reach back to that platform to unhook. That one just needs to give a good wiggle. There we go. Gets the pull back. And nicely makes it through. Let's see what he's going to go for here. Looks like he's lining up for the tack. Gets nice and up, but doesn't go out enough. Still has a minute left to try this last grueling obstacle. Let's see if he's going to give it a go. Looks like he was just chalking up there. Gonna get need some big pushes off of this TikTok, because otherwise it's gonna take a century to load up your swing. Has enough swing, just needs to go for the pop. Oh, looks like he jumped off a little too early. And that's it for Isaiah's run, but honestly, great work, great push through there. That skateboard obstacle is not to be messed with. Let's just take another quick peek at our leaderboard here. Unfortunately, that doesn't place him anywhere within the top 4, but honestly, he should be proud of that run. Those obstacles out there are increasingly getting tougher. Alright, folks, I think we're just going to take a little bit of a break here, and then we will get back into it. We'll take a look at our run order while we have the time. Looks like we have Rory. He will be up in just a second. And then we have Rory, Tay, Cannon, and Lucas to round off our young adult male division. Alright, Rory stepping up to the plate here. Rory, known as a speedster, so we know he's going to want to fly through these first couple of obstacles. Looking smooth through these strides. Grabs the ring, nicely done. Good thread through here, moving with efficiency. Just needs the 1 foot push off. And he's already onto the Ewok Forest with 25 seconds done. Gets a nice big push. Monkey barring through here. Doesn't even need the straps. He knows if he wants to beat Owen's time, he's going to have to really move. Hopping up to the skateboard. Oh, great save! My goodness! Gets a good push off the skateboard. Taller competitor, so he just jumps out when he needs to. Great link, my goodness. He is flying through these obstacles. 3.5 minutes left with only 3 obstacles. He's on about Owen and Mikhail's pace, so it's really going to come down to how fast he moves through these last obstacles. Needs the pull back. Gets it. Let's see which beta he goes for on this one. Looks like he's lining up for the tack. Basically just leans into it. Nicely done. First competitor we've seen successfully do that. Has 3 minutes left on this. It's coming down really close to Owen's top time right now. He's really going to have to commit. Big jump off of there. Looks like he's about to go for it. Goes for it. Nicely done. Lashane here just needs to turn this Pac-Man softly. Last crucial move here. Locks it in. Looks like only barely a little bit of on that side, but he's going to make it work. Gets the cat, a little bit of aggressive cat. My goodness, what a speedy time. 2:05. That has to be the fastest time by far. Let's double check that. Yes, and that puts him ahead of Owen by a full 24 seconds. Really moved super quick through those last obstacles, and that definitely put him ahead. Great job, Rory, and momentum is really showing out here at this comp today.
I got the same time they got.
Alright, up next, we are going to have Life Force Ninja team member Tay Farmer. Tay knows that if he wants a spot on the podium, he's going to have to move insanely quick through these obstacles and be efficient, which is difficult to do on such a hard course like this, or it can be easy to make mistakes. Good strides through, grabs onto the ring. Good moves, doesn't even need a backswing. Good pushes off of here. Oh, but falls off the block. Looks like he had a little bit of too much momentum off of that push. Gonna have to take the retry here. Still being efficient here. Needs to lock this in, though. I think he can do it. It was just a really simple mistake that one time. Looks like he needs to line it up here. Gets it. Good adjustment, but now he's going to have to move quickly with only one retry in his back pocket. Good jump. Tay's a little bit of a shorter competitor, but he has an amazing jump power that really compensates for that. Oh, gets a little bit of an aggressive hit on that and is now swirling. Competitors are no longer allowed to use that green bar to get themselves back up to the reset. Keeping his legs up, he is fighting for this. He's looking good, but looks like he was called on a dab. Looks like he got a little confused on where to start, but now he's gonna have to run this as a flow course. Gets it. Now skating on through. My goodness, looking really efficient through there. Has 2:40 left on the clock. Definitely needs to move efficiently to make it through as he approaches the back half. Nicely done on the skateboard. He needs to get some good swing in here. Great initiation. Good link-ish movement into it so he has some swing going into this risky dismount. Tay making it look easy. Now just needs to thread through this. Locks in the flying bar move. Needs to get this big throw. Nicely done. He has 1 minute and 45 left. Taking his breath here before approaching the attack of the clones. He doesn't have a retry here, so really gonna have to lock this in. And he's also a little bit of a shorter competitor, so not sure if he can reach back to that starting platform. Gives an aggressive wiggle, doesn't come out the first time. There we go. Needs another backswing to get this. Lock it in. He has a perfect parallel line up here. Gets the big lineup. Nicely done. He has a minute left for the last two obstacles. Definitely doable, but needs to move. Let's see if he goes for the tack or for the big lache. Tay is good at both big laches and parkour tacks. So either way, I think he's set here. Going for the big move. Big move. Oh, but just slips off. Grip must have been dying at that point. But I love the commitment. Has about 35 seconds to give this last obstacle a go.
You got this, Tay.
Generating his swing here. 20 seconds left. Wow, really efficient pushes on here. Has a confused face as he looks at that like, what? Big jump out. Fingertips, my goodness. Good commitment from Tay. Amazing run. Pushed all the way to the end despite a couple of mishaps towards the front. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. Unfortunately, it does not put him in the top 4, but awesome run, and that should hold him at a pretty steady placement overall. Well, just a refresher on the run order. We have Cannon and Lucas to round off our young adult male group, and then we'll get started with Gabriel after that for the teens. And I'll just leave this up there so y'all can read that for a second. Alright, we're going to get started with Cannon, another Skyhook Ninja. Good cat grab here as he approaches the dark slide. Good push here. Striding through here nicely. Falls into that ring, good adjustment. Just only needs one backswing here. Oh, looks like he went through an upside down tech. I'm not exactly sure what happened here, but he saves it. Nicely done. Gets that nice big pull. Utilizing those straps, nicely done. It has about 3 minutes and 17 seconds as he approaches this last front half obstacle. Gonna need to get this good swing. These Skyhook competitors have been doing pretty good with lighting their swing though. Gets a little bit too hard of a push off, but this could be savable. Opposite touchdown. I think he jumped out a little bit too far to the right. You want a little bit more of a direct swing that's still a little bit off to the side. Lining it up here. Oh, that looked better. Let's see if he can save it. Nice job saving this. Doesn't want to have to fail here or else his run is done. Going for more direct jump. Gets it this time. Amazing save. But now needs to lock in. Lean forward on this. Oh, jumps from basically halfway down. Incredible jumps here. He has 2 minutes and 20 seconds roughly as he approaches the back half here. Gearing up for the run. Oh, just falls off. Gonna need probably a little bit more speed and a little bit more lean into that back foot. Yeah, just gonna scooch it a little bit. He's a taller competitor, so he probably jump whenever. There we go. Getting some good swings here. Doesn't need too much to get to these rings, just they are closer than the Hammerhead was for the previous division. But these rings make it a bit more difficult to dismount due to the amount you had to go up more. Oh, gets up there, just needs to kind of throw up there. Good work. Walks all the way up there. You want to try? No, I've heard you before, girl. You're not getting a shot. Oh, just misses the flying bar, and unfortunately he had already used his 2 retries, so he's gonna have a fun run for the next minute to try out these last couple of obstacles here. Has a nice parallel lineup here. Oh, yeah, and that one you're not gonna want to have any front swing whatsoever, because otherwise that will pop out, but a good try there. Let's see what happens here, what beta he's gonna go for. Looks like he's lining up for the tack off. Needs to get up on that foot. Oh, just gets a little bit too far down. He has about 28 seconds left to try this last obstacle here. Trying to figure out how to generate some swing here. Yeah, you gotta press through your feet almost and lean back, but he's just gonna hop off as time is ticking away. But great run from Cannon. Just got taken out by a couple of those last obstacles there. Let's just do a double check on our leaderboard before our last competitor. Unfortunately, that does not put him into the top 4, but again, amazing run. Now we have Lucas as our last adult male competitor for the day. He's coming from Northwest Ninja Park, and he's been here multiple times, so hoping to see what he can put together this round. Big jump out. Striding right into these, doesn't even think about it. Falls into the ring, but smooth fall. Jumping back, doesn't even swing. Fumbles the ring a little bit, but he's got that. Getting a good push off here. A good save. Here's a little twirl around. Now approaching Ewok Forest, about 33 seconds in. This is a quick pace. Utilizing those straps there. Alright, hopping down to this ring swing. Needs the perfect amount of swing here. Nicely done. Needs a big jump out to the skateboard. Makes it look effortless. He has 3.5 minutes to this point. Basically matching the other competitors. Oh, but gets a little bit too much power running forward. Needs to lean back just slightly more. See the adjustment here? Good work. Good adjustment. Now needs to lock in these reins in the dismount. Nice. Already has some swing generated here. Might be just going straight for it. Nicely done. He's at a great pace here. If he just keeps moving at the pace he was to the very end, he will definitely have podium potential here. Just needs a little backswing to lock this in. Now he has to just figure out the attack of the clones. Trying to lock this in. Now he has to wiggle this one out. Gets a nice, good pull here. Switches his hand around. Going for a one-arm save, my goodness. He has plenty of time here and a retry with him. Let's see what he goes for here. Looks like he's gearing up for the big throw. Let's see it. Oh, hand just barely slips off. Let's see if he's going to try the technique again. Once again goes for it and locks it in. Good adjustment there. Has almost 2 minutes, but oh! Misses the jump to the TikTok. And he's going to step off. But great work from Lucas. Fought to the very end. Then that concludes our young adult males. Let's just take a look at the leaderboard here. That's going to put him into 4th place. So rounding out our podium is Rory with a blazing fast time. And Owen and Mikhail right behind them. Great work from our young adult males. Now we are moving on to our teen males. Up to the first we have Gabriel from Mountain Ninja. Looks like they're just gonna do a little bit of double checking here, and then we'll get started. Alright, Gabriel's up to start the Teen Male Challenge course. Big jump out to the second lightsaber. He's moving quickly. Knows how stacked his division is, so he's gonna wanna move with some sort of urgency through these first couple of obstacles. Grabs onto the ring here. Gets a good push off of these blocks here. Let's see about this dismount. Such an efficient way to go about that. Gets a good pull. Straight onto that. Nice pull back. Barely needs those straps. 3:40 left as he approaches the last first half obstacle. Going for around the first way. And it works. Looks like Momentum Ninjas have been using that technique a little bit more often. Good jump onto the skateboard, making that look easy. Now he's coming for the first back half obstacle. Needs a good run into this. Leans back. Nicely done. Needs to generate some swing here. Generating some swing for this dismount. Gets it. Now on this last 4 obstacles with 250 remaining. Lining up for this giant fine bar move. Gets it. Now just needs this trapeze. Needs just a little bit of a backswing to make sure you don't want to overstep it. Gearing up for the attack of the clones. Has about 210 left and has 2 retries still yet to use. But I'm having a feeling that he doesn't even want to use those. Gets a nice big pullback. Gets it. 2 obstacles left with 1:48 on the clock. Let's see which technique he goes with here. Looks like he's going for the big skip here. My goodness, he has a lot of swing. Power going into it. Gets it. Links right through. 1:25 on the clock for only 1 obstacle left. However, this is definitely one of the hardest obstacles in this course. That jump from the TikTok to that salmon ladder bar is absolutely insane. Let's see if Gabriel can lock it in for the win here.
Hard. Big push is good. Yeah, big pushes, good. Keep going, more.
Really working on generating that power. Gonna need to be basically parallel for the jump here.
Come on, Gabe.
His coach is there to spot him. He's got to go for it on this attempt. Pop up.
Yep.
You got it, Gabe.
Try again.
Oh, just gets a little bit too far behind the bar, a little bit too much up.
34 seconds, we gotta go fast.
Has 34 seconds left. Generating swing.
Good, big drive.
Has 17 seconds left. Gonna need a little bit more power out of this TikTok. Looks like he's got to go for it on this attempt now. Big jump. Gets it. And in switch grip as well. If he can really power through here, he... And that's time, but he's gonna hopefully finish this out. Gets it. And he's gonna finish it out here. Only needed another 10 seconds or so, but great work from Gabe. That's gonna be a really tough time to beat going for the rest of the competitors. Really set the standard here today. And I'll just give a refresher to the run order for you guys while we wait for the next competitor.
You know how many are left? Runs. Hello, parents. Let's turn the gimbal off.
We're just gonna do a quick little battery switch here while we have a little break. So I'll just leave the run order up until we're about to get started again.
Don't turn it on yet. Yep.
Do you know why everybody has their shoes off, including me?
Sorry, what's that?
Do you know why most people have their shoes off?
Because they're more comfortable that way, probably. I need to tighten that real quick. Okay. Do all this. You want to go to the back?
Levi's going after this. Yes, Liam's going right now. Levi's going.
Any more contestants in this category?
Look, it's Ninja Mom. Yeah.
Want to go down a sleep over? We'll sleep over. Okay.
Jerry. And someone everybody.
Oh yeah, it's like what's it called? I know, it's like vibrating.
Huh? That's what it is. I can see myself.
The gimbal. That's the word.
I can see myself in the Hey, I want to be in the
Nope. Got it.
No, you have to be in that corner.
Okay.
The Jaden.
Here you go, Austin.
Jaden, no.
And I have leftover street.
Ooh.
They'll be at the house, so
Leftover ribs.
I forgot to bring them.
Oh, you received. doing resets and recording runs. Some of them are insane.
Yeah.
As they were saying, there's some kids that are supposed to be elite, but are still here and dominating.
Wow.
It's fun, yeah.
We'll hang out until 3:30 and then we gotta go pick up some stuff.
I'm sure you'll see some good runs though.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Alright, we're running.
Alright, everyone, we are back with Liam's run. Coming out from Momentum. Momentum Midgems have been on absolute fire today. So I expect nothing less from Liam. Gonna get in position for the dark slide. So you just run right into the droid dash here. Good strides here. Oh, gets a little turned around, but makes a good save. Good throw. Needs a good amount of speed here. Oh, I think he's good. The block just tipped. Nicely done. Good save. Oh my goodness. Makes it quickly through Ewok Forest. Now let's see how he takes on this ring swing here. Going to the left like there's some other Momentum competitors. Makes it work. Now needs a good jump on here. Oh, I don't think that was a clear, because I think he might have touched onto the wrong part of the track there. Competitors are not allowed anywhere on like the stabilization of the skateboard. Oh, gets a good push off, but the board has moved. Big jump, makes it work. Running into this next skateboard. Oh, but runs it out. Gonna need to use his last retry on here. Apologies, folks. Looks like the camera just disconnected for a second here, so I will narrate while we get it back up. Liam jumps onto the skateboard. Gonna need to scooch it a little bit. Didn't get a whole lot of momentum into here. Had to be patient with it. He's scooting. He's almost at the rings. There we go. Grabs the rings. Gets a nice big swing. Only needs one backswing. And sets up nicely for these rings here. Going for the dismount. Gets it. Now onto the flying bar. Looks like our camera's back up, folks. Apologies for the inconvenience. Oh! Just overshoots the flying bar, and that is going to be it for him, but good work. He's got about 1 minute and 45 seconds left to try out these last 3 obstacles here. Stalling up to kind of unhook it from the back here. He's got to wedge it in a little bit more. Gets a good pull. Gets it. Nicely done. A good switch grip. Going for the big skip, it appears. Big throw. Gets it. Nicely done. Now has about 1 minute left to try this last obstacle, but so it looks like he is just wanting to go from the salmon ladder structure here. I don't blame him. That TikTok move is absolutely diabolical. So he's just gonna lâcher onto this flying bar, quickly moves it over. Oh! Gets a little bit too much of a front swing there, so it's gonna pop off, but good work from Liam. Let's just take a look at our leaderboard. That's going to put him just behind Gabriel by a couple of points, but awesome job out of Liam.
In this category. So
looks like we have Life Force team member Levi up next.
That's my parents over there. My mom's in the pink like side jacket, dad's in the hat.
Oh, nice.
And pants next to him.
Cool. Have you been watching for a little bit?
Yeah, just got here 10 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago.
And Levi's off. Jump straight out to that second lightsaber. Shuffles on around for the dark slide. Nice strides here. Balances himself on that last one and grabs the ring and comes on down. Only needs one swing here. Getting some good pushes off here. Nicely done. That was incredibly efficient here. Levi lining up for the Ewok Forest. And he's using those straps to get through quickly. 3 minutes 25 left on the clock. He's moving pretty fast here. Gonna line up his swing. We have Coach Kalina out there helping him again. She has a good track record. Nicely done by Levi here. Needs a good jump onto this. Let's see if he's gonna push it down or go for it or what his technique is here. Big jump, Levi. Nicely done. Gets it. Good work from Levi as he approaches the back half here. Gonna chalk up. Looks like he's got one hand taped, so hopefully that's holding up pretty good. Getting a good run into this. Gets a good push-off technique. Love that. Needs a couple of good swings here. Loses the hat, but no problem. Gonna need a couple of good, powerful swings to get up to these boards. Yeah, I'd like to see him get a bit higher of a swing. Yeah, good tuck in the back. Oh, just misses that. Gonna need to go back all the way to the beginning of the skateboard here. He's trekking on back here. Has a second to catch his breath while we get this reset. He's got the whole gym behind him to really lock this one in. Gets another good jump off of the skateboard. Love to see him be a little bit more efficient here. Nicely onto those rings there. Needs a good high swing to really float up to those. Yeah, this is looking better. Love to see him tuck in the back here. And he's going for it. Oh, good save. Nicely done. Still has a retry left with 4 obstacles left. Nicely onto the flying bar here. Locks it in. Nicely done. Now just needs to stick this dismount. He has about a minute left. Definitely can lock in at least 2 of these obstacles if he just keeps moving. Oh, just
wait a second.
barely misses that.
There you go.
He's tall enough to just stand on that platform and wiggle it out from there, but he only has 30 seconds left now. Gonna have to move. Gets it out, but needs to get a good lock in here. Needs a bit more swing. Pushes off the platform. Locks it in. Needs to go on this one. Oh, just misses it. Almost dies by the clones here. He has about 16 seconds to retry this. It's going to be tight, but now that he knows how these works, I think he can make it work.
Yeah.
Time is ticking down. You're gonna need to do some massive move here. Pull back. Oh, and time's out. He gets the obstacle, but it's not in enough time. Great work from Levi, though. Let's see where that puts him on the leaderboard. That puts him in second place, just behind Gabriel by about 2 obstacles. But great work. Alright, up now we have McKay. And he's working his way around here. Gets a good jump here. Makes good strides here and drops down. Nicely done. McKay, a Skyhook native, probably learned from his teammates how to do this slider. So let's see it. Oh, gets a little bit turned around here, but as long as he doesn't use his feet on that wall, he should be fine. Gonna need to do a good pull-up here to kind of get around. There we go. Oh, but he's sliding back. Needs to stop himself here and get back over. Oh, foot dabs down. Gonna need to retry. Okay, getting some good swings into this. Getting some good push off here. We'll have to see the adjustment. Not going over, but getting it right here. There we go. Good landing this time around. Chalking up for the Ewok Forest. Bye. Oh, looks like he accidentally kicked the TikTok away, but he has retrieved it. Just needs to use that core to pull it up. Good adjustment there. Yeah, just monkey barring out, but oh, missed it. Gonna need to regenerate his swing on here. And then now that trapeze is kind of moving all over the place, but grabs the back trapeze. Smart adjustment here. Locks it in this time around. Good save from McKay. Good awareness of the obstacle. Alright, now onto the swing. Let's see if he can figure it out like his other Skyhook teammates. Oh, gonna take the retry. That's his last retry, so gonna need to be clean throughout for the rest of it. Gets a good push off. That looks much better. Gets a good jump. Great save. Even when he was on the back of that. Opting for the scoot method here. Gets a better jump into it this time, just needs to scoot it a little bit. Alright, needs to generate some swing here. Gets to the reins, now needs a lot of swing here to float up to this odd dismount. Gets it. Has about only 30 seconds left though. If he moves quickly, he can get this last obstacle. Oh, but unfortunately falls back. Definitely wanted to grab switch grip on that one, otherwise it will do exactly what just happened. It has about 15 seconds left to give this one a try. Oh, it barely locks it in. There we go, but only has about 2 seconds left. Gonna just float on off, but great job by McKay. He really gave it his all. Let's take a look at the leaderboard, see where that places him. Looks like that puts him in 4th place, just behind Liam by about a minute and a half. Up next we have Oscar. I'll just do a little quick reminder of the run order here. Alright, Oscar, Life Force team member, is off. Oscar knows that he's going to have to move quickly and efficiently through these obstacles if he's going to want to make it to that back half with ample retry. Nice little link into that. Nice push off. Being super efficient through here. Let's see his technique on here. Opting not to do the pullback, but Oscar is definitely a taller competitor, so he could probably just reach out. Yep, there we go. Straps are in, so he's utilizing those. All right, we got Coach Colleen out here. Oh, looks like he just got a little bit messed up. Oh, hits it, the block hard, but saves it. Nicely done. Needs a big jump onto his lean forward. Saves it. Nicely done. Chalking up for the first obstacle, the back half here. Gets a nice, good push on that skateboard here. Only just scooted a little bit. Needs some good swings here. Gonna need some big upswings here to really get up to those platforms. Gets it. Nicely done. Has about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left for these last 4 obstacles. It is doable, but he's going to have to move at the same pace he's been moving at, which is quite difficult with these increasingly hard obstacles. Gets the fly bar. Needs to lock in this trapeze. The grit on his face. Gets it. About 2 minutes left. Can definitely clear, but needs to keep moving. And although he still does have those retries with him, he's probably not going to want to use those due to the time limit he has left. Getting a nice pull. Going to have to aggressively wiggle that out. Nicely done. Has a good lineup here. This is looking promising.
There you go.
Big pull. Oh, tried to go for the one arm, but looks like it just had a couple fingers on there. He still has plenty of time to get this, so shouldn't be too worried here. Now he knows what it feels like. Alright, Oscar gearing up to take on the Attack of the Clones once more. Just barely misses. Gets it this time. Aggressive pull. There we go. Another great parallel lineup. Gonna need a good pull. Come on. Oh! Looks like it unfortunately just pulled off a little too soon on that. Held on maybe a little bit longer. Looks like he may have something in his eye, but... Or hit himself with one of it maybe, but... So he's gonna step off. Great run though from Oscar. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. That boosts him all the way up to second, beating Levi to the Attack of the Clones by almost a full minute. Alright, up next we have Micah. Coming from Northwest Ninja Park, Eugene. Has the entire Northwest Ninja Park here cheering him on. Micah moving efficiently. He's getting some good pushes off here. Oh, goes a little bit too far, but gets the adjustment there. Approaching the Ewok Forest here with almost 4 minutes left. Moving efficiently through it. Gets the good swing around. Looking super efficient to this point. Just needs to get a good jump onto this. Looks like he saved it there. Oh, just got a little too much forward momentum there. It's gonna just want a big strong jump onto it with a tiny bit of leverage on the back. Oh, and the skateboard unfortunately takes him out, but he is going to continue. Getting some powerful swings out of here. And it sets him up nicely for this dismount. Oh, just doesn't get quite enough of his chest up.
You can just jump up here, dude. You want to try the flying bar?
Looks like he's gonna hop on up to do the flying bar here. Gets nicely onto the flying bar. Oh, just misses on the right side. Has about 2.5 minutes still to try out these last 3 obstacles. Has a nice parallel lineup here. Goes for it. Oh, just barely misses. That last clone just flies right off there. Now let's see which technique he's going for here. Looks like he's lining up for the big throw. Let's see if his grip still has it. Oh, not quite. He still has a full minute and 45 seconds, though, to try this last obstacle. It's a good push off of it from the start. There we go. Good, strong pushes. Needs a big jump here. Oh, just not quite. And I think that'll be it for Micah. Great work. Just didn't quite know how to work that skateboard, which is a completely new obstacle for even Life Force goers. So that one is quite tough. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Unfortunately, that doesn't put him anywhere on the leaderboard, but honestly, a run to be pretty proud of. Let's just take a look at our run order as we reach the end. We have Tyson, then Leo, James, Riley, and Derek. Alright, we're going to take a little 1-minute break here. So I will just put on our downtime slide while we take a break.
Wait, I want to try to see. Back already? Jason, how you doing? Good. Awesome. Oh, you have chalk and everything you need and clean up?
Yeah. Kalina, could you carry chalk for me?
Yeah, got some. Cool. Was that the plan? That was the plan. Plan. Woo. Oh, you're really funny. No. That looks really fun.
It was really fun.
Until you like flip and face plant. I know. Ooh. Okay, ladies, let's prepare, please.
All right, we're about to get started here. Thanks for your patience. Now we have Tyson, Life Force team member. Life Force is showing up on this course so far. See if Tyson can match that. Big jump out to the second lightsaber. Moving quickly here. He has had plenty of time to watch some others go before him, so he's well aware of the situation here. Nice press off. Doesn't even need a backswing. Let's see how efficient he can be on these black blocks. Nice, really efficient. Only 30 seconds down to this point. As he approaches the Ewok Forest. Nice link here. Great work. Barely needs those straps. We have Coach Kalina, the ring specialist, out here once again, so he's gonna follow her lead. And it gets him right to that block there. Now let's see what method he goes with here. He's gonna need a big jump out to the skateboard. Nicely done. He has 3 minutes and 20 seconds as he approaches the back half, which is plenty of time here. Taking a rest, but it's very much needed. Going for it. Gets a good push. Teleports him right up to the reins. Gonna need to be efficient with these swings, though. I like the knee tuck in the back. That's just extra way to build up some swing here. Lines it up great to get some swing generated so his swing isn't completely dead. Good tuck of the knees in the back. Needs this big throw up here. Hopefully on his next swing. And he makes the work. Nicely done. Tyson approaching one of the final 4 obstacles here. Lining up for this increasingly difficult flying bar. Nice jump here. Gets the flying bar. Oh, that one side looks like it's right on the edge, but makes it work. Gets the throw. Nicely done. Chalking up for the attack of the clones here. Let's see what approach he takes. He has a minute and a half, which is definitely enough to clear, and he still has those 2 retries with him, so let's see what his strategy will be. Needs a bit of more of an aggressive wiggle here. Get that out. Gets it out here. Oh, just a little bit too sideways with that. There we go. A bit better of a lineup here. It's still going to be a little bit off. He's going to need to work with it or adjust. Looks like he adjusted, but there we go. It looks like it's perfectly locked in now. Going to need a good pullback. Oh, and just misses it. Looks like he had a little bit too much speed almost. You don't want a whole lot of swings, otherwise you're just going to go straight through it. But has a whole minute left on the clock. Lining up for this. And yeah, gets the one-arm save. Tyson has done several one-arm saves in many of the competitions, so not surprising that he can lock that in. Let's see what method he's going for. It appears he's lining up for the big throw. I can't tell here. It looks like he might be readjusting his swing. Oh, goes for the throw. Gets it. Locks it in with 10 seconds remaining. Good link there. And that will be time for Tyson, but he's going to try and lock in this humongous jump. Goes for it. Gets it. He's going to want to try and finish this obstacle up. Going to need to do a little bit more of an aggressive push with a little bit of a pull-up. Having a little bit of trouble. Oh, and his arms must be dead. But great job out of Tyson. I believe that puts him in first, but let's double check. Oh, it just puts him behind Gabriel by about a minute and a half. I forgot that. Tyson just barely had enough time for that second to last obstacle, but great work out of Tyson. That puts him in a very good spot for the podium. All right, next up we have Leo from Skyhook. Alright, Leo's time. Just about to get started here. Going a little bit higher up for the dark slide. Wants to make sure he has enough power here. Oh, just misses the ring here. Looks like he didn't have enough time to grab on and unfortunately kind of fell off there. Much better adjustment here. But definitely did not plan to use those retries here. Gonna have to run like a flow course for the rest of it. Taking an extra backswing to make sure he gets this. Oh, good save. Getting some good pushes off here. Good save here. Now, gonna have to be efficient as he's wasted about a minute on these first 4 obstacles. Chalking up for the Ewok Forest here. I know if you guys are wondering why we have all Star Wars names for the obstacle, it was May the 4th yesterday, which is National Star Wars Day, I believe. May the 4th be with you all. Gonna need some more swing to get to this trapeze here. Wondering if he's aware how to build swing. There we go. Reaches back to the previous trapeze. Gets it. Just needs some monkey bar over. Good adjustment there by Micah, but he's wasted about 2 minutes to this point, so he's definitely going to have to move if he wants to make it into the deep back half. Lining up the swing here. Gets a little bit twisted. Oh, looks like he used a previous obstacle to kind of push off, which is unfortunately not in play. So he's just going to have a fun run from here. Needs a big jump onto the skateboard. Oh, falls a little too far back on that. We're approaching the back half now with about 1:40 to try these last obstacles. Oh, leans a little too forward on the skateboard. He's just going to continue right on ahead to the Attack of the Clones. Alright, trying to lock these in. Leo's definitely a taller competitor, so he can just unhook this last one for just from the starting platform here. Gets a good swing out, locks it in, pretty parallel. Needs a big swing. Matches. Oh, just doesn't get enough height on that. Alright, let's see which technique he's gonna go for here. Looks like he's gearing up for the big throw. Goes for it, hits it. Oh, and face plants into the mat, but luckily those pit pillows there are basically like mattresses. Looks like he's gonna step off the course, but a great try out of Leo. Just had some early mishaps that I think maybe have got into his head and kind of just went from there. But honestly, a run to be proud of. Those were some difficult obstacles out there. Let's just take a double check at our team leaderboard here. It remains the same as the last couple of runners here. Up next, though, we have James from Skyhook.
Yeah, James.
Jumps out to the second lightsaber here. Climbing pretty high up on the wall. Wants to make sure to get to that slot there to line up perfectly for this dismount. Falls into the ring, but makes a good save. There we go. Gets a little twirled around, but doesn't matter. Let's see if he can lock in this push off. Nicely done. Now as he's approaching Ewok Force, but about 3:35 left. Let's see what his technique is. Monkey bars all the way through here. Nicely done. Let's see if he can get this swing lined up perfectly. Gets it. Now he needs a big jump onto the slider. Lean forward. Gets it. Nicely done. Doesn't even need a chalk break. Goes straight into it. Nice jump and nice leverage there. Gonna need to generate some big power here. Like the knee tuck in the back. Nicely done. Gearing up for this dismount. Gets it. Nice save there. Has about 2:10 going into these last 4 obstacles. Needs this flying bar move. which is a pretty big move. I think it's probably about a 6 foot, maybe 5 foot move. Big throw here, gets it. Just needs the trapeze from here, nicely done. Has a minute 35 to finish these out. Needs a big aggressive wiggle here. Gonna reset to the platform to try and get it out. James is, although a shorter competitor, so he might just need to, yeah, there we go, really forcefully wiggle it out. Having a lot of trouble getting this out here, so he's just gonna jump. Looks like he's going for a big skip here. My goodness, let's see if he can do it. Oh, hits his face on the last pendulum though. He's going for it. Oh, so close. Has 40 seconds for the retry here. All right, 40 seconds on the clock. Needs to get this. Just misses the first grab in. Second one, waiting for that to come back around. Gets it this time around. Oh, needs to lock it in fully though. Oh, now it's spinning quite a bit with 20 seconds on the clock. Gonna need to do something here. This point he's just slapping it, which he's gonna need to do something big. 10 seconds. Oh, that thing is spinning a lot. It looks like he's just kind of gonna step off here, but great run from James. That puts him in pretty good position. Let's take a look at the challenge course leaderboard. Looks like that puts him in 4th place. Nicely done. All right, I think we only have a couple left. See, we only have Riley and Derek, both Northwest Ninja Park competitors, to round us off. Yeah. All right, Riley getting started. We just saw Lucas crush this course just a couple minutes ago in the young adult division. Nice throw at the pit pillow. Let's see his approach on these droid steps. Falls into the ring, but makes it work. Gets a nice jump off here. Big throw, only needed one backswing there. Moving with some urgency here. Good dismount. Just monkey barring his way through here. He's been on the TikTok before, I believe, at a previous competition, so he knows how it works. Gonna need a good jump here. Makes it. Nicely done. Now needs an even better jump onto the skateboard. Also making that look incredibly easy. He's moving with some urgency here. Knows where he needs to get to be able to place on top. I believe the 1st place position is currently held by Gabriel, who made it to that TikTok obstacle pretty quickly. So Riley trying to match that pace. Makes it up. Nicely done. 4 obstacles left with about 3 minutes left. Gets safely on for this flying bar here. Oh, just misses. Needs to commit a little bit more on that because it looks solid, but just couldn't hold on. Needs to take advantage of this rest time, though, as we reset this obstacle. All right, Riley getting set. Big throw here. Gets it this time around. Nicely done. Nice. Needs the backswing to lock this dismount in. Nicely done. He's going to need to move, though, if he wants to match Gabriel's pace. Riley is a shorter competitor, so might need to swing out to get this. Taking some time here to really get this one in. Looks like it's in now. Gonna need a humongous wiggle out of this, though, to get it out. Makes it nicely done. Needs to match this here. Oh, just misses the rain, it appears. I think he might have hit it too hard because when you hit it forward instead of going more onto the ring, then that thing will pop out of its socket, as to speak, so to speak. He's gonna have to run as a flow course now. He uses 2 retries, has 1:36 on the clock. Having a little less trouble getting it in this time around. Needs a good pull on this. Gets it this time around. All right, Riley, let's lock it in this time. More onto it instead of through. Gets it. One arm save. Nicely done. He needs to move, though, if he wants to get that first place spot. Nicely done. Humongous throw onto that ring. Has about 50 seconds. Plenty of time to get this. Doesn't want to make the same mistake as his brother is, just stepping off, but gets a little bit of swing going on here. Gonna need to get some generated swing fast, though. Has about 30 seconds to get this. Big pushes. This is Coach Sloan, who ran earlier in the first wave, coaching him how to go through it. Needs a big push. Looks like he's there. Needs to go for it. Oh, just bails at the last second. But great run from Riley. That was such a run to beat. And that places him in second place, just about 30 seconds behind Gabriel's time, but the same amount of points. Nicely done. All right, we have our last runner-up, Derek, also from Ninja Park, Northwest Ninja Park. Sliding on down. Now Derek, as the last runner, knows exactly where he needs to get at what time, so would love to see kind of a hurried pace here if he really wants to make the top 3. Getting some big speedy pushes out, but turning around takes a hard hit on the trampoline, but he readjusts. Nice adjustment there. Derek gets a nice pull off of that Ewok Forest and walking all the way through this one, basically. Walking the park, has about 3 minutes 25 left, excuse me. Now just needs to line up for this ring here. Gets a nice swing exactly in the middle of that block. Now needs a big jump. Lean forward on this. Nicely done. Gearing up for the skateboard, leans forward. We'll need to scoot a little bit, but no problem here. Good jump here. Nicely to the reins, but needs to regenerate his swing here. Gets up there nice and easy. 2 minutes 22 left for the last 4 obstacles. Moving at a good pace. Just needs to keep it up if he wants to finish. Locks in the flying bar first try. That is huge. Nicely done. Got about 2 minutes left for these last 3 obstacles, but really wants to lock in this dismount here. There we go. Derek tall enough to get that out on the platform. Needs a good pullback here. Lock this in here. Making sure it's locked in. Big pullback. Went for it. Oh! Looks like he might have pulled it up a little bit, which caused it to fall out, or twisted it a little bit, but that's his first retry, which is good at this point, so we will see how he knows how to conquer this now. Trying to unlatch this ring from there. There we go. Gets a good latch in there. Oh, it looks like it's a little bit off. I think it might be in. Repositioning his hands here. Gets it one-handed. Hits himself in the head with the other clone there, but he still has 40 seconds to get these last 2. Gonna need to move pretty efficiently through here. He's going for the big skip. Let's see how this goes. Does he have the grip? The answer is yes. Humongous throw. 26 seconds. Needs to get some power quickly on this if he's gonna want a shot to get to the end. Generating swing, 12 seconds. Gonna need to get the swing going. I don't think there's enough time to clear, but let's see him lock in this jump. Big jump up. Oh, and just barely misses it, but great run from Derek. Now I'm gonna pull up the overall leaderboard for this wave. So of course we have Nora at the top for the elite females, and then for the adult males on the challenge course, we have, just a refresher, Rory, Owen, and Makeo. And then on the challenge course for the teen male, we have Gabriel, Riley, and Derek. Alright guys, we will be back later tonight for the elites, and hopefully see you then.